Imagine if the person you welcomed into your living room week after week, the man whose grin became a symbol of Las Vegas charm, was hiding a darkness so profound it would shatter everything you thought you knew about him. Picture this. The same Rick Harrison you watched negotiating over Civil War swords and vintage comic books on TV, now standing before a federal judge, accused of crimes so disturbing they barely seem real. Before we plunge into this labyrinth of secrets and betrayal, do yourself a favor, subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications, because what you're about to hear will leave you questioning every reality you've ever watched, and you won't want to miss what comes next. It was a day like any other in the heart of Las Vegas, but inside the courthouse, the air was thick with anticipation. Reporters jostled for space, their eyes fixed on the heavy oak doors. Most expected a routine legal proceeding, yet as the bailiff opened the doors and Rick Harrison shuffled in, shackled and expressionless, a chill swept through the room. Why was the pawn shop patriarch, the man who'd become a pop culture fixture, here in chains? Where was his family? Why did federal agents outnumber fans? 1,000 questions hung in the air, unanswered. The charges, when read aloud, seemed almost impossible to reconcile with the wisecracking, deal-making TV star. Human trafficking, organized exploitation, international laundering. Each accusation was another blow, and the evidence, kept secret for months, was about to drag Rick's private world into the harshest spotlight imaginable. Could it really be true? Had Rick Harrison, the king of collectibles, built his empire on something more sinister than rare coins and antique guitars? As the prosecution laid out their case, the room was gripped by a silence so deep even the sound of a dropped pen was deafening. Victims' voices echoed from the witness stand. Surveillance images flickered on monitors, showing late-night deliveries, locked back rooms, and exchanges that never made it onto television. What had once seemed like the harmless eccentricities of a pawn shop now looked like camouflage for a criminal enterprise. And here's the question that haunts everyone. How could a man so public, so beloved, pull off something so evil without anyone suspecting? Outside, the world reacted with disbelief. Social media exploded. Fans split into camps, some insisting their TV hero was being set up, others demanding justice. Could this be the ultimate frame job? Or was it a long overdue reckoning for an untouchable celebrity? What secrets had been buried beneath the neon lights of Vegas for so long? But the story only got darker. Investigators uncovered a sprawling network of shell companies, each with mundane names but shadowy ledgers. Antique dealers, international buyers, and cash flowing in from every corner of the globe. And at the center, a man whose image had always been spotless. What if every joke about calling an expert was, in reality, a coded transaction for something far more valuable, and far more horrifying, than any artifact? The case reached its horrifying climax when federal agents, acting on a tip from an overseas arrest, raided Rick's businesses. What they found would change everything: hidden rooms, foreign passports, ledgers full of coded entries, and evidence of lives bought and sold like merchandise. The revelation hit like a bombshell. This wasn't just about Rick Harrison, but a global network hiding in plain sight. What other secrets were still lurking behind closed doors? In the courtroom, there were no last-minute confessions, no dramatic outbursts, just a stunned, silent Rick Harrison as the judge pronounced a sentence that echoed around the world: death by lethal injection. The crowd gasped, and the headlines spread like wildfire. Was this the fall of a beloved icon, or the final act in a tragedy years in the making? As the dust settled, one question remained: how many more smiling faces are hiding monstrous secrets behind the glow of our screens? If Rick Harrison could fool the world for so long, how can we ever really know who to trust? Stick with us as we unravel every twist of this extraordinary story, from the first whisper of suspicion, to the fateful raid, to the shocking secrets exposed in court. Remember, hit that subscribe button now, because as we peel back more layers, you'll want to be the first to know the truth behind the smiles you thought you knew.